Hi all, this is Sia Naz and welcome to episode 23 of the Diary of a Hip Hop Artist podcast. So this week I didn't get a chance to make any new beats. I had a lot of other things going on this week, so let's get started and I'll let you know what I've been up to. So the first thing I have to say is I forgot last week that on Thursday I went for an interview at Collarts, the Australian College of the Arts, and it was for a course for music production. I've been thinking to do a course for music production just to help me learn and understand how to produce better sounding music, mainly with the mixing, because it's so important and because it costs money and I can't afford to do it. I can't afford to pay for it myself at the moment. So I thought if I do a course, then I can learn how to do it myself and then release more music and also be able to release music that is my vision start to finish. So that's my main thing, because when I make my beats or my songs, I have to send them off to be mixed and mastered so that all the tone is the same throughout and everything's level. But other engineers and people who I'm sending the music to, some of the work is quite amateurish and they're changing the sound of the beat and I don't like what they're doing. So I thought if I do it myself, that'll be awesome. So last Thursday I went for an interview at the school and I went to have a look at it and it looks absolutely amazing. It's brand new. There's 3 campuses. It's in Fitzroy and it's just awesome. And I just love the vibe and I just loved everything. It was very modern. Everything's brand spanking new. There's this gorgeous little auditorium with these really plush red velvet seats in this small auditorium, but it's gorgeous and it just looked beautiful and just the whole school was amazing. And I thought, I would love to be accepted. And then on Monday, I got the call saying that I got accepted for the school. So now I'm just going through the process of putting in my paperwork and getting enrolled. So the course starts in end of May. Then I'm looking forward to doing it. Of course, I'm only going to be doing it part-time, which is fine because I'm a carer and look after my parents. I can't be away for too long. And that's fine with me anyway. Everything's just stressful enough as it is at the moment. So going to school, looking after my parents, working, doing homework, working on beats and everything, it's going to be overwhelming. So part-time, apparently it's going to be like 8 hours a week. So I think that'll be perfect. Then I can try to fit everything in there. So I'm really excited about that, mainly so that I can get out of the house and be with other people, and that'll be awesome. I'm really looking forward to doing that, so that'll be awesome. So that happened on Monday. So last week I also bought a lot of plugins, which are just programs that you connect to your DAW, your digital audio workstation. So that's what I make music through. So you can get these extra plugins that makes your music sound amazing. So what I've been doing is trying to learn how to use these and how they work. It looks simple enough. The main ones that I was looking at was Waves Doubler, which fattens up the sound a bit. And Waves has got their own sort of auto-tune, so I'm just trying to figure out how to use that. And I thought I was doing it properly, but I took some time and went through a lot more tutorials and found out I wasn't doing it properly, so now I am. And it makes me a bit disheartened because it's tuning a lot more of my vocals, but I mean, I've still got a lot to learn. Like with the beats, it's hard to rap to a beat when you're used to sort of like singing along to them. So that's the problem that I'm finding. I've got to try and rap along to the music, not sing to it. So that's something that I've got to look into. So there's still a lot more that I've got to learn. But the main thing I want to work on is the music production, is learning how to mix it better and learn how to make better beats and, better music. So that's what this class is going to do, so then I can put out more beats, because I put out a few beats and put out one beat in particular called Electric Soul, And I just got absolutely hammered for that one because it's a very noisy beat, but that's what I like about it. It was very noisy and everyone was like, this is awful, work on your music production. And I just, I was having fun with it and I just wanted it to be noisy. But when that comment was there, work on your music production, it was something that's on my list to do. And I thought, I think I better make it a priority. So that's why I'm doing that. Just trying to improve all around. There's a lot to learn. Nobody tells you that there's this much, but I love music and it's what I want to do. So I'm happy to put in the time and the effort and the work to get it done. So, going at turtle pace, but at least I'm going. So I'm really happy with that. So working on the plugins and figuring out how to use them. I also did a lot of file transfers just to help my computer work a lot better. There's so much junk on my laptop and I've transferred a lot of stuff externally to external hard drives. So that's helped a lot. That took hours. That takes so long because the files are so big. A lot of them are music files or MP3 files or MP4 files, video files and stuff like that. So it takes a lot of space. So I was happy that I was able to transfer like 20 gig off my laptop. But then I put back like 10 gigs with some of the plugins that I got. Everything comes with a large library. So got to make room for that. And I'd love to buy more plugins to use on Ableton, but it's like, where do I have the room for everything? Because you still have to put stuff on your laptop. You can put the library externally, but there's still a lot of space you need on your laptop. And I'm just kind of wondering how I'm going to do all that. One of the main I got Isotope's music production program. And one of the plugins that it's got in there is Vocal Synth, and it's just amazing what you can do with the vocal effects for fullness and editing on your vocals, and it's just amazing. I was surprised by that. There's still so much that I've got to learn, but the Isotope music production suite, if you can get your hands on it when it's really cheap, like I did at 50%, it's amazing. It does the most amazing things. Just needs time to sit there. You need time to sit there and learn. So that's everything that happened on Monday. And I also made the videos for the podcast that I did last week and promoted it on Monday. So Monday was a very busy day, full on. One of the things that with music production and podcast and all that, you're really stuck behind your laptop. And I'm really a people person. So that's another thing that I've got to work on, is I've got to learn to get away from my laptop and stand up and walk around, because I'm due Uber as a job, so you're sitting on your butt all day and then you come home and you sit in front of the computer for hours on end. So there's not a lot of walking that I'm doing. So that's one thing that's really important, is to get out and about and talk to people and exercise. Exercise is so important. So that was Monday. Then on Tuesday, I promoted the video that I made for the podcast, and I also promoted the audio from Anchor, which is the platform I use to make my podcast. And I did an Insta post. Oh, hang on, that one is fine, the Insta post. The Insta post is difficult for something else, but I'll get to that one. On Tuesday, I also watched the movie Friday that Ice Cube wrote, and that was really cool. I really loved that everybody got their revenge at the end. And I really love the way they sit on the chairs at the front and they're just talking amongst themselves. That's really cool. So I really enjoyed that one. So it was nice to see that. I haven't seen Friday before, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. Also on Tuesday, I got Omnisphere, but I didn't get the original one. Someone on Insta followed me that had all these plugins, and Omnisphere cost like 600 Australian Australian dollars. It's like $400 US. So I thought I'd ask this guy how much he's selling it for, and he said it's $25 US. And I thought, oh, this would be really cool. I'll just get it. Yeah, he sent me the files through, but I haven't been able to get to the end where you get the serial number. So I've gotten all the files on my laptop, but it won't give me the serial number. It'll just give me a whole lot of other these 4 lines of script, but I can't get the serial number. I can't get it to work, and I've installed and uninstalled it 4 times, and it still won't work. And of course, this guy's not giving my money back no matter how much I've harassed him, and it's disappointing. So, I mean, that'll teach you to get programs illegally. So, I don't know. I'm still keen to try it because, well, the email that he sent me, you can click on your email address and it brings down a list of all these other people that have bought the files. So, I was thinking maybe I should contact one of them to see if they've been able to download it. But I haven't, and I'm really annoyed. But I still want to try because it would be awesome if I can. I mean, I've been paying legally for all these other things. All these other plugins, everything I've paid for full price. So, I thought I can just get Omnisphere on the side, on the slide, but yeah, it hasn't worked. So I was trying Tuesday all day, all night. Wednesday, I still tried again and again. Didn't work. I wasted an enormous amount of time trying to download and uninstall and install and uninstall. It just wasn't working. I could get everything on, but you have to generate a serial number, and it wasn't working. So it annoyed the hell out of me because I was so desperate. It just got so close and everything was there and all the right boxes came up, but then at the end the serial number was 4 lines of script, so just annoying as hell. But if you guys know any way that I can do this and get the serial number, and that would be awesome. Otherwise I'm deleting it and then I just have to save for the proper version, which is annoying. But anyway, that was Wednesday wasted. Thursday, I made a video for a beat called Numb the Dark. I really like the title. It's from this book that I'm reading. It's from Oprah's book club. It's a book about shame, and I was talking to my therapist about it, and I was talking about some things that happened when I was younger, and he was saying to me, I said to him, I thought it was anger, and he's like, no, it's not anger, it's shame. It's like, you're not good enough, you feel like you're not good enough, and he's like, no, that's shame. And I got this book about shame, and she talks about if you numb the dark, you numb the light, which means that if you try not to feel the hurt, then you can't feel the happiness. Like you're numbing yourself with everything. So it's not, you can try to hide the hurt that's happened to you, but you're also hiding the joy. So yeah, that was interesting. And the beat is a bit of a dark beat, not really, but a bit of a dark beat, and I thought that would be a perfect title. So I made a video for that, and the beat, I made that from a tutorial that I did from this guy called K Pizza, and it's an awesome tutorial. It's actually a trap tutorial, but it was really cool. 2 videos, about 5 minutes each, but it showed me how to do things in Ableton that I didn't know you could do. So that was awesome. So I made the video for that, and then on Friday I promoted the video for that beat, and I promoted it on Facebook. And this is where I was having problems making the IG version of a video, because you've got to get the dimensions right, and it's a pain in the ass. But hopefully I've set it, I figured it out. I did this tutorial on how to get the right dimensions and save the preset. So hopefully next time I can just click on it. I've got all the dimensions, just put my beat in there. So I figured it all out, which is awesome. It's only taken me like 6 months of madness to figure it out, but there you go. And there's a song that I've been working on called I Want It, and of course fallen into the trap of trying to sing it instead of rap it, because the music is so melodic, and of course the singing is really off. It's actually more like a dance beat than anything, a bit more dancey. The vocals are really off, so I've just been throwing a ton of vocal processing on there, and one of them was Nectar 3, and it's got vocal assistant on it, which is awesome. So all you do is you put the whole beat in this plugin, and it figures everything out for you. It does all the auto tuning. It does all the balancing of all the instruments of your voice. It cleans up your voice. It does it all automatically. You don't have to do anything, and that's just crazy incredible. That's called Nectar 3. That was awesome when I figured out how to do that. And then you can just manually adjust it if you think it needs more work, but I thought it sounded incredible. I've also started learning how to use melodyne. So melodyne is like auto-tune, and for this song, I need everything I can get. So on Saturday, what I did was go through as many melodyne tutorials as I could find to figure out how to use this program. And the thing that's really annoying is they don't tell you the most obvious things. Like, it takes you a while to figure out how to do that. I know that sounds silly, the obvious things, but like, how do you get your vocals into melodyne? It doesn't show you how to do that. You have to find an external tutorial outside of melodyne to show you how to do that. They just assume that you know the basics, but a lot of people, they're starting from scratch. So if you've got a program, a plugin like that, you need to start from scratch when you do these tutorials. Don't just assume people are going to know how to do stuff. They don't. So then I had to go looking elsewhere, and then I found these other tutorials that show me how to use melodyne, and then I managed to edit my vocals on that, but there's still a long way to go to do that. And the other thing that I'm trying to figure out now is that this Isotope music production suite with all these programs like the melodyne and the Nectar and the vocal synth, it crashes Ableton. So every time I work on my vocals and try to edit them, it crashes. And I'm not sure why. And again, this is another reason why I'm doing the music production course, because I want them to show me how to do all this stuff. I'm tired of searching. I just want somebody to show me how to do everything. It'll just be nice to ask somebody questions and be in a classroom and just have other people to ask. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just tired of, being at home alone on my laptop. So I'm going to really look forward to being in class with other people and having somebody to ask instead of Googling and figuring it out myself. So that is going to be awesome. And today is Sunday, and Sunday I've just had I was babysitting my nephew today. We had an awesome day. And then I just chilled and tried to catch up on Game of Thrones. I'm nearly through season 3. Because I think I started watching watching it on TV from season 5, I think it was. So it's nice to see. It's nice to see how, well, not nice, but it's good to see how Jamie lost his hand, because I always wondered, how did he lose his hand? And I wondered about a few other situations, how they happened. So it's really cool to see how a lot of these things have happened and how they've gotten to where they are. So it's really nice just to chill out and just to enjoy watching TV or hanging with family and just chilling out. It is a priority, and I encourage you to make it a priority just to chill out. You don't have to work, midnight to midnight every day, like Gary Vee saying, work, hustle, don't watch Game of Thrones, don't do this, don't do that. Have a life, take some time out, rest, relax, take care of yourself. You don't have to be working every single day and every single spare minute, second, millisecond on your side hustle. Just chill, enjoy life. They're my sage words that I'm going to finish with, because I don't have a beat to finish with. So that's it for this week. Please share with your friends or someone you think would like to hear this podcast, and I will catch you on the next show, hopefully with a new beat. We'll see what happens. So yeah, thanks for listening, friends, and I will speak to you next week. Bye.